Good evening and welcome to the Museum of the Electric Toothbrush. Well, the nights are drawing in now. It's much darker outside than it used to be in my previous podcast, but this one, yeah, definitely an autumnal feel out there. And tonight we're going to be looking at the Boots battery toothbrush with cabinet. And this was made around 1980 to 1985. I think it ran for 5 years within Boots, the chemist. Now, Boots is an amazing company. Ever since a little kid, I love going into Boots. I love the smells. I loved all the lotions and potions and all the different things that Boots did. They didn't just do medicine, did they? They did electrical beauty and winemaking. I think they did at one time. And they did quite a lot of things, Boots, and they were quite innovative, and they still are to an extent. But when it came to dental hygiene, Boots were really at the forefront. They weren't scared of mimicking or competing with the likes of Braun or, anything like that. So, it was just a nice time, really. And they made the battery toothbrush, they made the rechargeable toothbrush, and I think they made another battery toothbrush without a cabinet, which is just a single C-cell battery. But no, thumbs up for Boots the chemist, so let's get started. Here we have the battery toothbrush with cabinet, and I'm guessing they were trying to mimic the Pifco Proxibrush at the time, which also had a cabinet. The packaging for this is lovely. It's just a very simple box. There we have our Hausfrau and daughter on the back. I wonder where they are now. And they were on each box that different versions of the toothbrush, which was great. And yeah, comes complete with wall-mounted cabinet, store your power handle and toothbrush heads. Okay. So what does it say here? This pack contains a power handle, a flex, a wall cabinet and 4 multi-tough nylon toothbrushes heads. Batteries are not included, so thankfully I brought my batteries with me. I bet the battery companies were really rubbing their hands at this time because, we can't survive without batteries even now, can we? So let's look inside the box. So it was all very, very compact. There was no polystyrene foam packaging with this. It just came straight out of the box, just protected by the cardboard. But it's a lovely, lovely item. It really is. There you go. How space age is that? That's lovely. I'll put it at an angle. And there's the Boots logo there. Okay. So we have our pack here. It's a real fun item. I think this was a real find, and it's really probably one of my most, not strangest of brushes, but probably the most gimmicky of brushes anyway. So there's the instruction manual that came with it. And if we look inside, there's the instructions. Nothing really sensational there. Oh, what's on the back? Okay, 1983. There we go. So this was purchased in 1983. Okay, I brought a spare brush. I've got two of these. I've got two of these. One of them is all taken apart. So I've nicked a brush from the other model because these brushes were sealed and I don't want to unseal them. I think it'd be a shame to take them out, so I've left them where they are. So the other model I've got, which wasn't sealed, I've just nicked a brush for purposes to demonstrate. Okay, so here we have the brush inside. And it's quite small for a battery toothbrush. Normally a battery toothbrush is about this long. This is quite a short little diddy thing, holds in your hand really nice. And you've got the on-off switch there and the spindle. Okay. So what would happen is your toothbrush heads would hang in the back there, like that. Okay. And you'd have 4, and I don't think families use these. I think it was just for a single person. I know when I got mine, none of my family were interested. They just wanted to use their manual toothbrushes. There we go. So the battery compartment is here. I can open it. There we go, and inside is the flex cord, which I love. I love these flex cords. They're just so of the time, so 70s, so 80s, and they're absolutely amazing. And there's the battery compartment. Okay, so the idea was you put your 4 batteries in there. I'm just looking at the diagram to see they go down. Oh, before I do, I'll just take that screw out. and take that screw out. They're the screws to mount on the wall. So as you can see there at the back there's a small hole and there's one there, so you can mount this wall mounted. And I'll tell you why it needs to be wall mounted later, there's a reason. Okay, so we'll put these batteries in. Okay, they normally spring right out at me, but it should be okay. Okay, and then the doors close. Nice little neat thing there. Okay, and now to fix the flex. So one end of the flex was to go in here, this little hole here. Let's see. And the idea was that you could get maximum amount of battery power by using 4 of these into a brush handle without having to put 4 batteries into a brush handle, which probably wouldn't happen with those size batteries. This is very light. You can see the Boots logo on the bottom. There you can see France 6 volt. Fantastic. So we'll just put that one in there. And we'll just give the button a little press just to test. There we go, it's working. So then you pop the brush head on and there's your Boots battery toothbrush with cabinet. Very powerful actually, probably better than some of the competitors, to be honest with you. I've always had Boots from being a kid and their power has always been a bit better than the other toothbrushes. This is definitely better than the Pifco Boxer brush. Definitely. Okay. Alright, so the reason why it's wall mounted is because of this. When you put your toothbrush back, let's take this off first. When you put your toothbrush back, it has to hang like that. So you can't really put it on the, see what happens, it doesn't really work because you've got this bit at the bottom. So it has to hang on the wall like that. The brush head goes inside like that. You've got 4 of them and then you can close the cabinet neatly, ready for the next use. So the design is quite strange in the fact that the curly coil stays outside of the box. Okay, but it's a really nice box, very streamlined, very thin, and very, very 80s and of its time. Wonderful. So I'm just going to take the toothbrush out so I can put it back flat down here, put it like that, put the head back on, and there we have it. Nice little warranty card and instruction manual, all very simple, all very delightful. I think you can even go to a repair shop to get it repaired. I think these were about in Argos, and well, not Argos because they won't be sold in Argos, but their competitors in Argos were like $14.95. I think Boots sold this one for $9.95, the whole kit. So you were getting a better deal. There we go. And there's the lovely brush heads, which I'm not going to open. It's a shame to open them because, you know, it's nice to keep them sealed. Like everything in the Museum of the Electric Toothbrush, everything is hygienic. And again, one last look at the box. Lovely box, very straightforward. Nice packaging, lovely clean design, and there's our Hausfrau on the back. Fraulein Hair, whatever she's called anyway, and her daughter. Okay. Have a lovely evening, have an even better week, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.